Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything. I'm coming at you with another Star Citizen video. This is another live after midnight video, and you haven't seen me on for quite a while because I've been doing a lot of Napoleonic miniature painting. I am still doing a lot of Napoleonic miniature painting, but I thought I'd get on here and try this technique called affinity. It's a program built into Windows that allows you to select certain games or certain applications to utilize a limited number of cores. It's set at all, every one of them is selected as default. But with Affinity, you can go in and disable cores. Well, or I should say threads, because my computer is a 4-core system, but it's showing 8 threaded cores, right? So with hyper-threading. I've noticed that my FPS, I've disabled 2, by the way. I disabled 2. I'm testing my CPU utilization, and of course it is floating right at, and this is with OBS running, all on the same system, right at 60%, 57 to 60%, and I'm getting 20 frames right here in this shop. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing through this video is pausing, enabling cores, resuming, and seeing if that changes anything. Or pausing, reducing the cores even further, and seeing if that changes anything. Well, this is the first time also that I have been back since 3.0.1 came out. So actually that's not true. I played once just to show a friend a couple of my ships, but then I haven't actually did any gameplay. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, that's saying it's costing me. I should have something, should be free. I thought it was this. What's the bundle thing where you can get the whole thing? Oh, that's the undersuit. Yep, not gonna do it. I'm gonna take out I'm gonna not buy anything, not even a rifle, and I'm gonna do some cargo. I'm sitting at 14, 15, 11 FPS in this room. That's not any better than it was when I didn't have Affinity turned on. So here we go. We're gonna go to a spot that my FPS might actually improve. If I stop running around and letting the system load. Okay, I'm at 17. I'm going to jump into my Affinity. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm switching over to Affinity Processes. Scroll down to starcitizen.exe, where you is. Go to details. Set affinity. Wait, this shows all my processes. Oh, I get it. Sorry. all processes was checked, as well as 0 through 7. And I unchecked 5 and 7, but left all processes checked. Doy. Okay, so let's just check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and skip 5 and click on 6. Okay. Is there any apply? I didn't see any apply. Do I have to stop the game and restart it to limit how many processes are being used? Let's check the task manager. See what it looks like in performance. Still at 56, but then again, I'm not in Star Citizen. So, jumping into Star Citizen, FPS is about the same, but that's because maybe I've got to stop the game and restart it. Okay, let's verify that it has actually been changed. Yes, it has. You know, I might go to OBS and limit its number of processes. Put it on the 2 that was not being used by Star Citizen. Ah.
Feel free to take a look around. We got a pretty good selection.
FPS is still sitting pretty close to the same. Maybe I have to stop the game and restart the game. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know why I alt-tabbed out. Didn't need to do that. All I needed to do was hit escape like an idiot. Game. Yes, exit game. All right, and then we'll come back and we'll see if that made any difference. See, now you're not seeing my ugly mug on here because my webcam is currently in use over at my wargaming table because I've been doing a number of like tutorial videos on a Napoleonics game that I am playing called Black Powder, and so I haven't reattached that webcam over here. Okay, I'm closing down all my Star Citizen related launchers and jazz. Okay, and restarting everything. Here we go. Here it comes. Now, if you're watching this later on YouTube, I might actually show how to get to Affinity on Star Citizen, because that's if this is worth a darn. If it's not worth a darn, I'm not going to show anybody. So I'm basically just testing it out for myself. Okay, FPS is a little bit lower in the menu. No, it's not. It's the same. And under Crusader, I had selected the US just to get a baseline. I didn't hit base or best or any of that. I might even get into a different server which might have better or worse FPS, so that's a little hard to judge. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to judge it by also looking at my CPU and GPU usage. currently right now, my CPU usage is way low. It's like 20%. 32% with OBS and the Restream chat open. Because currently I'm restreaming. I'm on Twitch right now as well as YouTube. I'm running live on both. Now, when it boots up, of course, the CPU usage is probably going to spike. Here we go, we're waking up. Yeah, it went from 30 up to 60%. My FPS is doing okay in the room here. It's 20. And again, remember, this is with me streaming simultaneously. I put 2 cores on OBS and 6 cores on Star Citizen. And of course, they're not actually cores or threads. But you get, yeah, that's better right there. Previously, it dropped to 6. All right, we're floating steady at 22. Staying at 22. Okay, it's 20. I don't know. Is this better? The stream looks pretty good. Oh, dropped to 6 there for a second. CPU did not spike. That was the game. That's the server. My CPU is still sitting at a good 60% usage across all cores. My memory usage is at 12 gigs, but that's normal. And my GPU is cruising around 20% usage. Okay, 1920. Yeah, that's still pretty low. I think 1920 is pretty low. I mean, I would. It's okay for alpha, but I really wished it was 30 plus. Hey, sexy.
Welcome.
Alrighty, welcome. Welcome to you too. Hey. Okay, I'm going to buy that, but I'm not going to do it initially. The very first thing I'm going to do is get some cargo and carry it back and forth until I make 1,000,000 credits. No, that's not true. I'm not going to make 1,000,000. Okay, 16 FPS. Yeah, it's dropping. It's dropping quite a bit. Okay. Okay, having done that, okay, still sitting at 18. That's kind of, honestly, that's kind of normalish. Okay, we're going to make another mod. I'm going into my processes. I find Star Citizen. I right-click it. I go to Details. Under Details, I find Star Citizen. I right-click it. There is Set Affinity. It's showing all processors. Maybe you have to set it okay, see, I don't know anything about Affinity. I'm going to have to look this up. But maybe you have to set it after you start the game. Kind of like as a... Once you load it, then go in and set your processors. That way, like it do you want to end Star Citizen? Oh, cancel. No, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Okay, so right now I just disabled 3 processors, and I'm not restarting the game because apparently restarting the game caused the processors to spike. Okay, I might have just killed my game here. I'm sitting at 20 FPS, but it doesn't want to move. Hey Goose, man, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm going up and down on the processes. Not on the processes. Hold on. What am I talking about? On the FPS. Yeah, hey Goose, what I'm doing is I'm testing the affinity to see. I've heard that by disabling certain cores, you actually improve the. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's what's happening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the cores back. Well, no. Wait, what? Yeah, what I'm going to do is go to OBS, set affinity for that to only use a maximum of 4 cores, right? Maybe I'm confused. And then Star Citizen, I'm going to set that back to all my cores. There. Done. Going back to Star Citizen. I'm sure it takes a second for the computer to figure it out. Okay, now I'm back up to 22 FPS. Okay, 14 FPS. That dropped. Let's actually haul some cargo and see if... Now, okay, current status right now. 8 threads, Star Citizen. 4 threads, OBS. So what that means is OBS and Star Citizen is sharing 4 of the threads. And Star Citizen has 4 dedicated to just, well, not really, because there are other things using threads, you know, like the Restream chat and the RSI launcher in the background. Okay, select the location. The Cutlass, of course. Oh, I've been away, so I don't know. Yeah, we're buying. I don't want to buy here. I want to sell here. Okay. There's nothing here I want to buy. Not even waste. Ooh, not even processed foods or iodine. All that's overpriced. Yep, I'm not going to buy anything here. Hey Gunslinger, man, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, what are they doing? What are they? They're going to get rid of my buggies. Okay.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Yeah, I'm testing this right now. I'm okay. 01. Sweet. Okay, just making sure I got my suit on. That's not good. I got a little stutter right there. All right, it seems like affinity might not have any effect on it at all. It might be more beneficial if I had like if I had an AMD processor, like maybe 8 threads that didn't work very well. But since I have 4, whoa, okay, jumping around. Since I have 4 threads and 4 cores with 8 threads, and they all work very well, it probably has nothing to do with affinity's probably messing me up. Does it seem smoother? Okay. Good feedback, good feedback. I'm cruising at 23 FPS. Yeah, our squadron needs a Vulcan. Even when we grow a little bit bigger, we'll probably need something to maintain our ships on the front line. or maybe on extended journeys, like we got a fighter, let's say, right, and a Vulcan, and we are, let's see if this works. Okay, that worked. Wrong button. Okay, you don't see what I'm doing. I'm over here. You don't see my face. But no, we get a couple of fighters. We go on a mission that's further range than a fighter could go on normally. And we could go like halfway, then the Vulcan refuel them, and they could go the rest of the way. So I'm thinking it would be good as like an extension to the range. Okay, now I don't remember my buttons because I changed them all. And I don't remember. Oh, you know what? It might have reset. No, it wouldn't have reset me because that button wouldn't have been that. What is my power everything on? Is it P? Yes. Doi. Exactly right. Okay, am I in my ship? Yep.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Why is it doing that? Probably because I pressed that button. There it is. Okay. Wow. I feel like we're not exactly in the same spot we were before 3.0.1.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh, there's a little bit of a delay on that one. Yeah, but I'm not talking about a fleet. I'm talking about 2 or 3 fighters. Or maybe a merchant ship and a couple of fighter escort. I'm not talking about any huge, you know, like, you know, world-shaking, you know, earth-shattering. No. Really? You gotta be over there. You suck. Okay.
Quantum drive is now on.
Thank you. That should do it.
Quantum drive is now on.
Quantum drive is now on. My FPS sucks. I'm gonna have to, I'm at 18.
Quantum drive is now on.
Destroyer? No, smaller. What are you asking? I'm confused. What I'm talking about is the Vulcan. The Vulcan's not going to manage any kind of fleet. It's not big enough for that. It's like a tow truck. It'll support 2 or 3 small vehicles, like fighter size. So what I'm saying is our squadron would benefit from that because our mission size will probably be about 4 players. So maybe a little bit more, maybe 10. You know, so you got a couple of fighters, you got a merchant ship with his associated gunners, and then you got this rearm and refuel vessel that goes with us. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Just like you said in the beginning, like a milk cow. Exactly. What? Aha, there it is.
Landing gear down.
Thank you. Light my way home. Yeah, 15, 14 FPS. Not so great. I think I'm going to disable this affinity BS.
Automated landing.
Let me disable all my affinity and see if it drops even more or if it improves.
Complete.
Engines are probably still running, aren't they? I just got out of the chair. I just screwed. I'm just going to get out of the chair. Okay, I'll disable the engines. Jeez. Yep, I don't want to power off. But I will. Okay, so before I got out of the ship, Alt-Tab, go into Affinity. I'm going to go to OBS. Put it back to all cores. Star Citizen, I should already be on all cores, I think. Yep, all cores. Back to the game. The FPS does drop just for a second, just to, I guess so the computer can figure out what it's doing. Now it looks like it might have helped because now I'm down to 15 or 14 FPS when I was at 18. So 3 FPS is... I just need to figure out what the best combination is. I was and still am thinking about getting a 8700K only because it has 6 cores and 12 threads just to help with the streaming. and an 8th core processor, even a 7th core, 7700K would be great too, but an 8 core processor is going to be like 50% faster than this because this processor now is 4.2 gigahertz, and my understanding is the 8700K is like 4.9, almost 5.0. And if it is, then what is that? Oh, that's about a 25% increase. But not just 25% increase, it's also a 50% increase in cores. Hey, Yozo! What is it, man? Or Yowzy, whatever. There is a program in Windows that allows you to designate your cores from your CPU and how they're used. It's called Affinity. Okay, let's see what is good. Gold's good. Hydrogen's good. No, but they only sell for 1. Diamonds. Gold will sell probably for 17. No, it won't. I'll take that back. Diamond will sell for like, yeah. So these are all not really that good, honestly. I didn't see how much aluminum would sell for. Barrel's like 15 to buy it, so it'll probably sell for like 13. So the per unit profit is higher. Yeah, that's what I was testing. It's supposed to, so what I've heard was it does. But I think what I heard was it helps with performance with an AMD processor, because AMD processors suck so hard. So I was thinking, I just said that. Because I have an Intel processor, but it was an AMD processor user that said that Affinity, yeah, well, they have a lot more cores, and so I could see where designating or dedicating, I should say, certain cores to certain processes might be effective in increasing performance. But I could see that too with Intel, because let's say I put 6 cores on Star Citizen, because that's what I was thinking, that's what I was doing, and 2 cores on OBS, which is my broadcasting software. I probably could get away with putting just 1 core on OBS and 7 cores, because right now OBS is taking some of the time from one of the cores that, whoa, I can't go in there because it's full of cargo. Okay. It's not full of cargo. I just spent all my money on those 3 boxes. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that, right? Well, no, here, every now and then, like every minute or so, my FPS will drop to 6. But right now, at Grimhex, it's floating around 15, so I'm doing okay, but... What is this open, depressurized... Okay, I don't know. Let's power this thing on, see if that changes. Okay, there we go. Well, good. Kozo Basin Emergency Shelter. Oh, that's not who I'm looking at. I'm looking at a Buccaneer Pirate. I'm not equipped to fight.
Contact.
Yeah, I know. No. Okay, someone start playing the Yella Yell. Okay, Affinity might have done that to me, but I don't think it did, because my FPS and OBS is working just fine. I locked up, by the way, guys. It does say Star Citizen has stopped working. Problem has caused the program to stop working correctly. You know what just happened? I just lost every penny. I put it all in cargo, and boom. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Wow. Relaunch? Sure, we'll relaunch it. I'm going to see if I wake up at Yella on Grimhex, or see if I wake up in Port Olisar. And let's see if when I spawn the Cutlass it has any cargo in it. Or is it going to be lost with all hands and I've got to reclaim it? Okay, Google Chrome. Let's see if this is a YouTube video. Bear with me a second.
Yalla nana, lost all my cargo back on Yalla nana. All my AUEC on Yalla nana.
Just happened.
It stored my ship for me on Yalla. Can't get it back from Yalla. Oh Yalla na, go get some cargo, they said to me. Sell it and double your AUEC. Oh, went out there thinking it would be easy. Made my way over to our court mining.
All right, I'm on
I
Yella.
was like, ooh, I filled up all my cargo with what I could buy a barrel. And I was like, ooh,
I think that's what I just did.
last ammo, and the server crashed. Oh no, 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 no. Yalla, na, na. Lost all my cargo back on Yalla, na, na. All my AUEC on Yalla, na, na. It stored my ship for me on Yalla. Can't get it back from Yalla. Oh, Yalla, na, na. Oh, Yalla, na, na. Oh, Yalla, na, na. Oh, Yalla, na, na. Can't get it back from Yalla.
Yeah. That's exactly what just happened to me. Apparently, it happens to everyone, and it warranted a song. Is this where I get my ships? Cutlass. Unknown. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this evening. I'm going to go and finish painting some. Not finish. I'm not even close to finishing painting some Napoleonic figures, but I have my Napoleonic figures that I still need to paint, and I'm still working on the the black powder tutorials. So if you're into that, check that out on my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. My guess is the affinity doesn't work.